Hello, my name is Dorsa Sarabandi. I'm a master's student in multimedia art in Mapúa University. My paper is all about increasing awareness about the use of plastic in the Philippines through digital posters. Let me start with introductions. As we all know, plastic pollution and plastic use are among the most significant problems worldwide. So why do people use plastic? The research, survey, and interview that I did in the Philippines show that one of the biggest problems here is lack of awareness. The Filipinos need to be more aware of plastic use. Once upon a time, the Pasig River flowed majestically through downtown Manila, the Philippines capital, emptying into pristine Manila Bay. But nowadays, it is listed as one of the world's top 10 rivers that carry plastic waste to the ocean. In fall 2018, a coalition including Greenpeace and other organizations cleaned a beach on Freedom Island, marketed as an ecotourism district. Volunteers picked up more than 54,000 pieces of plastic from footwear to food containers, but a few weeks later, the beach was filled again with bottles, wrappers, and shopping bags. The reason is that people lack awareness. For example, they think like why we should not use plastic. In the first step, pre-production, I gathered factual information about plastic use in Metro Manila through face-to-face interview. The data collected in this face-to-face interview became the basis of the information about the plastic use in Metro Manila, which was verified and given by a professional, which was essential for developing the message about the plastic use awareness and prevention in the output. Afterwards, the interviews were transcribed and analyzed using thematic analysis. The raw data professional participant had given, analyzed, sifted, and figured out the needed themes used for the digital posters output, which presented the fact about the plastic use awareness and prevention. The thematic analysis identifies possible pattern and meaning toward various data and information that I gathered. Then I moved to the pre-test and established the help of psychologists to design the questions, after which I began an online survey of Manila residents over the age of 15. This survey determined how the digital poster present the information about the plastic use in the output. Also, I used the codes and themes analyzed from the interview transcript as a guide in creating the digital posters. In the production step, I started designing the digital poster to help convey the message of less use of plastic. Involving animal characters in plastic use messages help those who view these messages in attachment to the animal and understand the messages better. Assets and characters were created using Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop. In the end, in the post-production, I uploaded the final version of the digital posters output in Google Drive. Afterward, I set up a post-survey. I used color theory, semiotic theory, and agenda setting theory to create these posters. Combining these theories helped me making the digital poster that raised Filipinos' awareness about the use of plastic. According to Charles S. Peirce's definitions, a sign represents something understandable and meaningful to someone. And agenda setting theory describes the ability to influence the priority placed on the subject of the public agenda. The public will regard an issue as more important if covered frequently and prominently in the news. Studies have shown that posters can assist audience in becoming more aware and knowledgeable about plastic use issues and transmitting information quickly, clearly, effectively, and efficiently. Also, color can indicate a physical phenomenon, a physiological mechanism, or a physiological link. First, we integrated the data by measuring the average of each person's responses because the following question of both groups were the same, and on the other hand were not inverse. Then we examined the normality of pre and post data. For both data, as you could see from the probability value of the Shapiro test, this value is more significant than 0.05, so the assumption of normality is not rejected. This statistical analysis showed the digital poster that I designed were adequate to make Filipino more aware of the use of plastic. The digital poster increased the awareness, which can cause less use of plastic. The collection of posters was influential in the audience's minds. The results also showed that the most respondents were encouraged to prevent plastic use after watching the digital poster output. According to the objective of this study, as you can see, I could develop 6 digital posters using semiotics and color theory about the use of plastic, which increased the Filipinos' awareness. And at the same time, approved the significant difference in respondents' awareness before and after seeing these posters. Digital poster displayed the plastic pollution content of an ordinary act of people who use plastic daily without thinking of plastic pollution. The design comes from Filipino nature and typography. The posters with too many words are less attractive and practical to the audience, so I designed digital posters which use signs and symbols instead of words. Moreover, at the same time, nowadays, according to the coronavirus and the pandemic, digital posters are more useful and can catch more viewers than past. Internet users turn to social media for current events and news, according to social media statistics that has led the pandemic. This study will help future researchers to have a guide in using digital poster by applying color theory, signs and symbols in their studies, especially in creating awareness and engagement. It will also help in the development of the future study conducted about Philippines awareness. As multimedia artists or even as media study practitioners, it is in the best interest of everyone to find time and solution to this dilemma and help preserve, promote, and realize the Philippines awareness about the use of plastic. The initially stated overarching aim of this research was to make Filipinos more aware of plastic use. In future study, I suggest that the designers focus on making people aware and at the same time pushing them to take action and start doing some things about this problem. Finally, recycling is an excellent strategy to conserve the environment while also stimulating the economy. Recycling conserves natural resources, reduces pollution, improves public health, and generates employment. It saves money, prevents landfill, and it's simple to implement. As you can see in the pictures below, plastic decoration, plastic trash bins, and floating plastic boats are just a few examples of DPS recycling effort. Your time and consideration are appreciated. I hope you have learned something from my paper while changing your mind and try not to use plastic anymore. Thank you.